Hello everyone, welcome back to Gardening Mindfully. I'm Zenith and I hope you're having a truly amazing day. If you are a current subscriber, thank you so very much for your support. If you are new to the channel or a returning visitor, we hope that you will subscribe so we can grow. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you'll be notified when we upload new videos. Today I'm back out in the garden. It is almost springtime and I cannot wait for the weather to warm up and to stay warm. We are about 4 weeks away from our last frost date, but I'm getting really anxious. And today I'm back here to plant a perennial vegetable. The vegetable we'll be talking about today is none other than the asparagus. We mostly see asparagus green. However, there are purple and white varieties of asparagus as well. In this video, we'll talk about why you should grow your own asparagus, what's the best way to grow asparagus, when it's best to plant them, and so much more right after this. Very refreshing. It's not very fibrous, so you can tell it's fresh. Has a nice crunchy texture. And the flavor is mild, clean, not very sweet, but oh so very refreshing. Asparagus is native to the Mediterranean, and there's a long history of cultivation because it dates back about 2,000 years. So crunchy. Asparagus is a highly nutritious vegetable with numerous health benefits. No matter the variety you choose to grow or eat, green, purple, or white, asparagus is a tasty and versatile vegetable that can be cooked in a variety of ways or eaten raw. Now let's talk about the best time to plant asparagus. The best time to plant asparagus is in the spring. Generally, asparagus requires 2 years for the roots to develop. That means there will be an upfront investment in time before the first harvest. So the asparagus I am planting this year will be ready for harvest in 3 years. But don't let that deter you because a bed of asparagus will last a minimum of 20 years. Here I have a green, which is the Mary Washington. There are actually 24 roots in this package. I also have a purple variety that is called Purple Passion. And if you notice, there are 14 roots in this package. Asparagus can be grown from seeds or from roots. These are Purple Passion. These are the roots. I soak the roots in water for 2 hours to get them hydrated. So here are the roots. The top up here, that is called the crown. So this is the crown and these are the roots. So when we plant them, we spread the roots apart. The crown faces up. In this raised metal garden bed, I'll be planting the 14 Purple Passion asparagus. Now I'll go ahead and I'll remove the leaves that are on top of the bed and I'll put it in this tarp. Here are a few fun facts about asparagus. Asparagus is a natural diuretic. It also contains a sulfuric compound that can make your urine smell. However, there is no harmful effect from the compound or the odor. I'm going to go ahead and give you a closer look at this garden bed. I started this in the fall, then I topped it off with some free leaves that I picked up from a neighbor, and you won't believe how much that leaf has decomposed in those few short months. And what that does is it enriches the soil. And I'm telling you, it smells really awesome. The composted leaves add bulk and richness to the soil. Now that brings us to the best place to plant your asparagus. One, asparagus does not like clay soil. They actually need loose, well-draining soil with lots of organic matter, such as compost or manure. Two, asparagus needs full sun, which is a minimum of 6 to 8 hours of direct sunlight daily. And three, it is important to give your asparagus space to grow. As I mentioned earlier, the roots of your asparagus plant can go as deep as 20 feet. I removed the majority of the leaves that have not finished breaking down, and I tilled it under slightly just to help it to continue decomposing. Next, I'm adding a layer of topsoil. So here I have 2 bags of topsoil. Included in the topsoil are a couple handfuls of earthworm castings, some bone meal, and also some 10-10-10 fertilizer. Because our soil is loose and well draining and full of organic matter, we only really need to apply fertilizer at the time of planting. So a well-balanced fertilizer such as 10-10-10 is ideal when planting your asparagus. Now I'm adding the topsoil to the garden bed, and it should be about 3 inches. If you're wondering whether it's okay to plant your asparagus in a container, the answer is yes. Plant your asparagus crown in the container by following the package instructions. It's also important to plant the crown 4 to 6 inches deep, water well, and place outdoors in a sunny location that receives 6 to 8 hours of sunlight each day. Asparagus are hardy perennials. Therefore, it's okay to leave the container outdoors through the fall and winter months. So what I have done so far is I removed the leaves that were on top of this garden bed, and then I added 2 bags of topsoil, and included in that topsoil was some bone meal, some earthworm casting, and also some fertilizer. Purple passion asparagus is sweeter than green varieties. They are so tender you can eat them right out of the garden. It has a unique nutty flavor, and the spears will turn green when cooked. They are hardy in zones 3 to 8, and the mature height is 4 to 5 feet tall. And as far as light, full direct sunlight of 6 hours or more is ideal. There are 5 reasons to grow your own asparagus. Number 1, it's an investment. Asparagus is a long-lived perennial vegetable. One bed will last 20 years, so it's a matter of planting once and harvesting for 20 years. 2, asparagus is healthy to eat. It's rich in antioxidants, vitamins, calcium, magnesium, potassium, zinc, and is loaded with dietary fiber. Number 3, asparagus does not require peeling. Number 4, it can be eaten raw directly from your garden. And number 5, asparagus is super easy to grow. Asparagus takes time to grow, but the results are certainly worth it. They can be planted from seed or crowns, and what I'm planting here is what we call crowns. It's important when planting crowns to soak the roots in water to help it to hydrate. And make sure to keep the crown above water level. When planting, it's important to space each crown 12 inches apart, and the roots should be planted 12 inches deep. The young shoots that sprout from the crown are called spears. These are the tender, edible portion of the asparagus plant. Asparagus are dioecious plants, which means they develop male and female flowers on separate plants. Males produce more spears, whereas females are the ones that bear seeds, and they produce less spears because energy is spent on seed development. In about 3 years, in the spring of 2027, this is what I'm expecting to see in this garden bed. Spears of delicious, refreshing, crunchy asparagus. The only difference is they will be purple and not green. It takes generally about 2 years for the roots of your asparagus to get established, and the third year is when you're ready to harvest. So I just planted these roots today, so no, they have not sprouted overnight. This is just a prop. These are asparagus spears that I purchased earlier today that I just use as a prop. Thank you so very much for joining me. If you have enjoyed this video, kindly like, share, and subscribe.